Egyptian armed forces say passenger remains have now been discovered among debris from missing Egypt Air Flight 804. Authorities located the wreckage north of the city of Alexandria in Egypt. 66 people were on board the flight from Paris to Cairo when it crashed into the Mediterranean yesterday. Now the presidential candidates are speaking out about the tragedy as well. Now it could be terror related. We'll tell you what they have to say about that coming up in about 10 minutes. Here in the mid-state, officers are searching for the gunman that killed a man in South Nashville.
Yeah, and police want your help on this one if you can. Kimberly Davis is at the South Police Precinct this morning. I know you've been there all morning long since about 4 o'clock and working with and talking with the detectives. What are they telling you now, Kimberly?
Well, they're telling us, Steve, that this looks like the end result of a botched robbery. That's what they called it. And now they're on the lookout for the shooter. They're telling us they have some leads, but so far he is still on the run. And they're telling us they have collected some shell casings from the scene. But at this point, they still don't know where the shooter is. Take a look at this video as officers were looking for evidence at the scene here this morning. Now they're telling us they originally responded to this call as a stabbing around 9:30 last night on Plus Park Boulevard near Murfreesboro Pike. However, when they arrived, they found a man who had been shot several times near Plus Park and Pavilion Boulevard. Officers say he was shot in the torso and died at the scene. For neighbors in that South Nashville neighborhood, it was a horrific scene.
He was just like, there were 4 shots from a gold sedan. This man was yelling things at this other man, and now there's a body. He's dead. And I saw the whole thing.
And homicide detectives are telling us that that gold sedan is either a Nissan or a Honda. They don't have a description on that suspect. They're also telling us that that victim was a homeless man and they are working on notifying his family members. But they're asking you to talk to them if you have any information that could help their case and to give them a call at 615-74-CRIME. For now, we are live in South Nashville. I'm Kimberly Davis, News Channel 5.
Kimberly, thank you. Metro Police also investigating a second shooting. This also was in South Nashville overnight. News Channel 5's Alexandra Cohen working that one for us. She's live at Vanderbilt University Center because that's where the victim went. And we understand an Uber driver actually helped that victim out, right?
That's right, Steve. This Uber driver went from just doing his job to a hero this morning after he found a gunshot victim in the middle of the street. He put him in his car and got him safely to a parking lot where he called 911. Police and an ambulance arrived on scene at Fairfield Avenue and Fain Street in Nashville. The man was suffering from a gunshot wound to his leg. The Uber driver stayed at the scene. He's in the video that's on your screen. The driver pulled over in the parking lot of the Doggy Rotten Daycare. Officers have little information about where this shooting actually originated, but they confirm that the victim's injuries are not life-threatening. He was conscious at the scene. Right now, I'm told this victim is not cooperating with police, so they do not have any information on whether they are looking for a suspect or not. If we get a description, we'll make sure we update you on our web story. Reporting live, Alexandra Cohen, News Channel 5.
Alexandra, thanks. And just into the newsroom now, a pizzeria in Murfreesboro shut down because of a fire. We got some pictures sent to us from the fire officials. We appreciate them sending us these. They were called to Sir Pizza. That's on Veterans Parkway. They went there about 3 hours ago, around 4 o'clock. It appears to be an accidental fire. May have started, they think, in the oven or maybe the vent fan area. They're just not real sure yet. But there's damage in the restaurant, so they're going to keep it shut down until further notice. They've got some repairs they need to make there.
And happening now, an ex-con is on the run with 20 warrants, 20 out for his arrest. Police are searching for Adarian Morris. We're told the 28-year-old attacked his girlfriend yesterday morning in Nashville while she slept and then ran before officers could get there. He's wanted for a slew of crimes, including driving head-on into traffic, throwing chemicals on an ex-girlfriend's face, and armed robbery. If you know where Morris is, call police immediately. And the so-called bald-faced bandit is back at it, sporting some new fake facial hair this time. Police believe this is a man. We're going to show you in that picture right there. He's a serial robber in our area. These are surveillance photos from the U.S. Bank branch inside the Lebanon Pike Publix yesterday. Investigators say this is the same man who robbed the West End Sun Trust last month and a Regions Bank in Gallatin days later. wearing a fake beard. So take a good look at his face. If you recognize him, call Crime Stoppers 615-74-CRIME.
Well, a Nashville cabbie becomes a victim when that couple, there's the guy and there's the girl in the back seat. They robbed the cabbie at gunpoint Sunday night downtown 4th and Commerce. After stealing the cabbie's money, they allegedly bailed out and then ran to a nearby white Nissan Pathfinder, and they're still on the run. So if you recognize those two, call Metro Police. Listen to this one. 34 burglary cases in the books. 34. One guy responsible, they think. Authorities arrested Frederick Carney. There's Mr. Carney, a very busy individual down in Williamson County. The 25-year-old is linked to 7 different home burglaries and 27 car break-ins. And there's all the stuff they recovered in his apartment. It's about $20,000 worth of goods. They're now trying to get it back to the rightful owners. Amy?
A new development in the Vanderbilt rape retrial of Brandon Vandenberg. Yesterday, a judge ruled that the state cannot bring up the date rape drug theory in court. This after the drug didn't show up in toxicology results from the 2013 incident. Vandenberg's retrial will begin next month.